Well, good morning. Brandon Stoll here with Becca's Boys Life. Kind of let the camera sit on these flocks of geese flying over. Canadians and the snows are just going nuts today. It's middle of February and the temperatures have been like 60s lately. So it's been fantastic weather. This morning I woke up and I just wanted to get out and kind of do some stuff and get out in the woods and enjoy the sunrise, and that's what I really love doing. And so I decided today we're gonna go ahead and pull my trap line out of the ground. I haven't been trapping this whole time hardly. My trapping season's kind of was pretty bad this year because I had to leave for so long. But all the traps stayed in the ground. They weren't set, of course. They're just chained into the ground, earth anchored in. So today we're gonna go and pull some traps. We're gonna do some talking, and yeah, we're just gonna have some fun this morning, get some stuff done before we head back and make some breakfast with the family. So stay tuned, let's have fun. Okay, so here's one of our pretty common sets here. It's one of our K9 Victor traps. They're in here with these earth anchors, wolf fang earth anchors. These earth anchors are pretty stout. They're known for being really good anchors. So good, in fact, that they like to break eye bolts. Need a stronger eye bolt on there. We'll go ahead and get after pulling these here. The ground's a little soft, but there we go. Just like that. Pulling them out. And there's nothing wrong with that anchor at all. Ready to be used for next year once you get them cleaned up. Let's go get another. Okay, so some of these spots, and I didn't get a chance to show you guys this particular app on my phone that I use for trapping, and I use it for other hunting stuff too. But so I get people to ask me a lot of times, they're like, well, how do you keep track of all your traps? And back in the day I used to use it, I'd write it down on a piece of paper, or I'd try to keep it up in the old steel trap. And in fact, the matter was I would lose traps, or it would take a lot of time when I was checking my traps or trying to reset them or pull them or whatever. So I needed a way to pinpoint them, and I didn't want to spend any money for it, so that was the key also. So what I ended up getting was this spot map, or spot check map, or it's called Map Marker, and this is on my Android phone, and I'll show you guys a little bit of how this works. So you can see I have just different waypoints. You just you click the waypoint marker and it marks those. Each one of those little waypoints there, those are those are basically a trap. And so you can see right here when you're checking your lines, if you guys can see that. So there's a little blue dot next to that marker. Well, that's a trap, and the blue dot is us. And that trap is right there. So that's what I used this whole year, and I used it last year too. I used a different variant of it, and it wasn't quite as good. This app here is awesome. I'm talking like it'll navigate you right up next to it. So anyway, let's go ahead and pull this one. Let's see if I can strongman this one. Kind of doubt it. Man, listen to those geese. I need to get into geese hunting. Those are Canadians too. Oh. Alright, let's see if we can do it. Nope. That one is in there. Man, that sucker was little black eyes. Not really, just trying to act cool. So, got that one out. I think I got We pulled a few out already. Some of them I didn't film because they were out of view of the camera. The fields are kind of junky, and the farmers already kind of plowed the field. And you know, like I tell you guys before, don't tick off the farmers and the landowners that you hunt and fish and do stuff on, because you'll lose your access quicker than you can say, should I have done that? So yeah, a little bit of advice there. Let's move on to the next ones. I'm going to show you guys some other cool ways to pull these traps. Alright, okay, so you come out here and say you're new into trapping, or you're just, you know, you came unprepared somewhat and you want to pull traps, you don't have a trap puller. You come up here and you're like, gosh dang it, I can't get that out. I wish I would have watched Brandon Storrell's videos on how to build a trap puller so I could have got this trap out. What the heck am I gonna do? And you know, you sit there and you think to yourself and you think to yourself, and then it hits you and you're like, huh, I have like a 4,000 pound vehicle over here. Maybe I could use that. I'm gonna show you how to do it. Alright, so let's see this setup. So we got the little chain coming off of here, and yes, it's a chain from a swing set, don't judge me. Basically I got quick disconnects hooked up to the trap on the anchor. I don't actually hook it up to the trap itself, I hook it up to the other quick disconnect on the trap. That's probably gonna be the strongest point. So yeah, let's watch the magic here. There's no freaking way that was that hard to get out, but it was. I'm glad I used the truck. No damage. That anchor was in there in some solid packed road dirt, but no damage at all. Truck got it right out. Gosh, I probably would have worked on that for a while with the puller. But I'm gonna leave this hooked up and we're gonna try and pull another one, see if that works out a little different. I couldn't believe it got my truck tire spinning though. That was wild. Okay, I showed you guys what it looked like up close to yank one out. So we'll just kind of go real time here on this one. Ish. And yank it out. Maybe you guys can see my little baby truck struggling to pull a dinky little earth anchor out. Okay. Something I learned about these quick connects, if you don't put them on like all the way threaded down and you put a lot of force on them, like, I don't know, like pulling with a truck, it'll fail at that link and they'll break. They'll break pretty easily. So got that on there. This is all hooked up good. Alright. Some of you are probably wondering, you're like, hey Brandon, why do you have a cover on your license plate? Well, that's because PETA doesn't like me and they're terrorists. So anyway, that's all I got to say on that. Let's yank this thing out. Well, that came out with some love. No damage. That's some hard soil. Hard soil. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed the video. Coming coming out here and tearing up some traps and closing out. It's always kind of bittersweet when you're coming out here to pull all those out. You know it's the end of trapping season, and like I said before, my trapping season wasn't near what it was the year before. But there's always next year, and I'm really looking forward to that. What I wanted to kind of do on the outro today is to recognize a few of the folks that were involved in the channel during the trapping season. Trapping isn't really popular. You know, I make jokes and comments about PETA and stuff like that. A lot of those organizations, the Humane Society, unfortunately have done a lot to destroy trapping and in the trapping trade in the United States. And so we just don't have it as much anymore. And so anytime you have a small community of people that are involved in it, I feel the need to kind of recognize that. So we had a very, like I said, we had a small crowd, but I want to recognize you guys, and just like I said, I really appreciate it. Streeter Boys Outdoors, you know, you guys were, you know, commenting a lot, and I really appreciate that. Cooper Hansen, Mitch G, Wade Whitman, and there's others too. I just didn't get a chance to get everybody on there. I just kind of try to go off of, you know, the most comments I've seen on there. I'm not a big comment or statistics guy. You know, if you're commenting and you're asking questions and you're giving dialogue, that shows me that you're involved and that you care about what's going on in the channel. So I really appreciate it, and I encourage you guys to keep the tradition alive in trapping. And I hope your seasons were a heck of a lot better than mine. So anyway, well, it is a beautiful morning. It has just been awesome to get out here and just get out in the woods for a little bit. I'm just not getting enough of it these days, and see the geese moving. So yeah, that's pretty good sign. Spring is about to hit us here pretty quick. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the house, get some breakfast and some coffee, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.